Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is a little different than pretty much any other Metroidvania. For one, it's actually ridiculously linear. There's like no sequence breaks really. There's stages, and everything you do with like an attack or like any kind of normal weapon thing is it reduces MP, which is really annoying for a speedrun, but I guess you kind of get used to it after a while. What I'm doing right now, and we'll be doing a lot during the game, is different kinds of backdash canceling. Yeah, you can see there my MP bar is going down. And yeah, so just kind of a similar concept to shield dashing in Symphony of the Night. If you know, use different kinds of weapons and stuff to cancel out the end of the backdash, you only get the fast part, and then you're moving a lot faster compared to like anything else throughout most of the game. This is actually the slowest kind of backdash cancel you can get at this point, because I only have like one glyph to choose from, but when I get other glyphs like Magnus and then later a different one, it's going to go a lot faster. So another thing is chest luck. That's probably the biggest luck factor in this game, even more than like boss patterns and stuff, because the boss fights in this are ridiculously long compared to other ones, because like this is way less broken than like Dawn of Sorrow or Portrait of Ruin. And Dawn of Sorrow you can just kill things super fast, and in Portrait of Ruin you can do a shop glitch to get overpowered really fast. This one you kind of are you abuse the game really hard at the end of it, but for most of it you're kind of playing by the game's rules, other than like doing attack cancels and stuff to speed it up. So yeah, I just got Magnus, which lets you bounce off hooks, but also, as you can see, really increases the backdash speed, which is the main point of it for the run. Yeah. So yeah, the chest luck, I kind of started to talk about that, but then not really. So the chests in each area are random, but the contents of them are like really important. So ideally in the first few areas I can get magical ticket drop from these. I'm getting really bad here. But because those are like the equivalent of wow, 2 green chests in the start and neither of them was heart repair. Okay, yeah, so that's bad luck overall for the chest, but magical tickets are like library cards, and they're gonna let me escape from dungeons like way sooner without having to backtrack, so I need at least 2 drops from chests early on for those, and not off to a good start, obviously, not getting any in the first area, but I still have like 2 more areas where I can get them. Alright, so oh, cool, I got hit twice instead of just once. Yeah, as you can see, I kind of have to wait for my MP bar to refill after attacking for a while. So a lot of the early boss fights are going to be pretty annoying because of that. Just take a damage boost there to get extra swings in, basically. I have to sacrifice getting the medals on some bosses for speed. So that was Armored Armadillo, my favorite boss. Actually, no, I have like 80 favorite bosses in this game, don't worry. Yeah, so other things you can get from these chests, like if they're green chests, you can get a heart repair, which will help destroy one of the later bosses. That thing I did at the start against the boss was a special, and those use hearts in this game. So different specials later on in the game are completely broken and stupid.
You have saved me.
There's not really too much going on if there's any donation comments coming in or anything.
Why you?
Alright.
Yes. So we have $10 from James Reynolds, who says, had to donate for the Castlevania block. So who else thinks Castlevania Harmony of Despair needs a sequel? And also putting that towards Spike dancing on stream.
They could probably just like make more DLC and get away with it at this point.
And $10 from Pauline Horak. Greetings from Germany. You make this weekend so wonderful and awesome. My first donation and earside class. Klasse. Sleep, sleep, who needs that? Not me. Oh boy, tell me about it.
Wow, how many green chests? Oh, I got a heart repair. Okay, this is huge, actually, for late game. I got really lucky on that, but I've gotten really unlucky on magical tickets, so hopefully the next area fixes that. Because I need at least the 2 magical ticket drops from chests, otherwise I get an extra shop visit that just wastes like 30 seconds. And the general rule with every DS Castlevania is that it takes too much time to kill things generally, so damage boosting through everything is the way to go. You can keep going.
Okay. Alright, we have $50 from Emmanuel Hugavin. There are green eyes here, having a great time and looking forward to the Castlevania block. However, I'm already getting everything I want there, so put this towards more Solstice. And then we have $15 from Daniel Wolfing. Hi, first time I watched this live. Loving it so far. Here's $15 to praise the sun during loading times. Keep it up. And that one has already been met, so you don't have to donate any more towards that unless you really want to show your support for it. Then we have $35 from Dougal Fryer. Great job, guys. Keep it up. Shout out to Bluegrass, Bonesaw, and Adam AK for being super entertaining. Also for Omega Galax's awesome glitch spiral run and Golden's sexy, sexy voice. Tongue twister for reader. There's a chip shop in space that sells spaceship-shaped chips. And kill all the animals. Let's see. $20 from Milan Nikic. Thanks for your effort, guys. You are amazing. 20 for the 100% solstice. And Rom, good luck for the order of DAICBRO %.
Dykeboro.
Dykebro, okay. It was in all caps, I wasn't sure. I'm like, is this a word?
My stream viewers don't know what it means.
All too well.
And then we have $10 from Roman Henkel. Oh, hi. Shout out to Furke, who made speedrunning interesting for me.
Oh, hey, Furke.
Furke, sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just also giving a shout out to him. He's a pretty cool guy.
Skeletor.
Yeah, Skeletor.
And he has a nice pun for the Castlevania block. Why did the vampire use mouthwash? Because he had bat breath.
That's a point.
Is Fabrice reached through cyberspace?
Is that
I'm afraid we can't duct tape the donation comments. I wouldn't really be able to read them. And then we have $10 from Gregory Hoynen. The Nestblog's Mafia will conquer the world. Okay. Then we have $10 from Ross Fleming. Awesome event. Loving the run scene so far, and I can't wait for Doom 64. Let's see. And then $20 from Max Rue Martin. In the interest of speed, kill the animals.
Another ring chest? Jeez.
And $10 from Nick Frigilana. Annihilator here, donating to get my bid on those sweet Castlevania figures. I both love and hate seeing my favorite games being broken like this. Putting this towards the Zoast hand cam. $30 from Jared Backhouse. Jealous of your guys' summer from wintry Melbourne, Australia. Thanks for keeping me awake while I embark on my various tax return themed adventures. And then $20.
Oh, nice shot.
$20 from Garrett Van Gilst, who says, I like this event. Rawr! $10 from Adam Wick, who says, Radman here. I wake up just in time to see Nesk win the Dr. Mario race. Congrats to him, but still sad I didn't see a backflip. Shoutouts to all the Castlevania runners, especially the Cosmo Hawk. Put this to naming Zapdos Aroo!
These HP ups he's getting are more than just for safety. He's actually going to be hurting himself.
Yeah, that's way later in the game, but the HP ups are definitely planned for being in the route. Okay, I have so many green chests, this is ridiculous, but it also means I think it's impossible at this point with how many chests are left to actually get enough magical tickets. So, despite what would technically be good luck in casual play, I actually just lost 30 seconds in the run for like RNG. But the protector ring will help early on at least.
We have $16 from Corodius, Aaron Ritter,
Oh hey,
who
Corodius.
says it's time to see Rumscotch do his thing.
Yeah, wow, this is the first time I think I've ever gone like 0 for the score on getting a magical ticket from chests. So I guess we'll call that marathon luck. Alright, so the guy I'm about to beat right now, he can kill me really easily. Luckily, you can backdash cancel the hammers to make it a little easier to kill him. The reason you need to kill that guy, he's basically a mini-boss more or less. You get the strength ring from him, which, as you could probably guess, is huge for a run because any attack increase is huge. And if you backdash quick enough off the screen when you grab those chests, you'll actually get the item from the chest despite the message not popping up, so that's a nice little time saver. And now this is, I guess, the best boss in any video game, undisputably. Konami just got this great idea when they were making this game. They're like, you know what we're missing from all the other Castlevanias? A 2-minute auto-scroller boss. That is where it's at. So, yeah, 2-minute auto-scroller boss, and Shaw. You can't really speed up the fight too much. You can kind of, I guess, skip bubble phases. He does his bubble attack normally. He should only get one guaranteed one off in this battle, though, because he's already red when he does it. Basically, as long as you can switch his phase to red like this as soon as possible, you're not losing any time on the battle. So yeah, it's literally just an auto-scroller as far as the run's concerned. Yeah, you can keep going, it's fine.
Alright, we have $10 from Marcus Jansen. This one goes to the Sinister Duckfist Ninja Race, and congrats to Sinister on the Batman win. And then another $30 from Derek Tay. Thanks for the Harmony of Dissonance runs. And woot on Ecclesia winning. And I want Freudia to star in Pokemon. And $10 donation from Alexander Wang. That Reimu Hakurei doll on the couch is amazing. Can you stand it up? Unfortunately, we don't really have the cam on the couch anymore, so this doesn't make as much sense anymore. We have $20 from James Farwell. You guys are evil for making us West Coasters wake up this early to see Romscout and Cosmo. And step it up, donators. We have to hit 200k so Romscout will run level 1 hard mode again.
Yeah, I actually said if the bid war for DS went well, I might try level 1 hard mode of this game for... Huh. What just happened there? For SGDQ, possibly.
He also says, Romscout, when in doubt, remember, WWSFD, what would Shanoa's father do?
I don't know, we haven't found him yet.
And we have $50 from Jonathan Todd. Thanks to everyone involved in this amazing event to help a truly worthy cause. Loving the Castlevania segment so far. Keep up the awesome work, you guys. Let's make Spike dance. And $10 from Cedric Grenier. And shout out to Cosmo, who was the one to get me interested in watching speedruns. May this donation help with the rescue of ZB's wildlife.
Oops.
And David Guillard with $50 makes a belated birthday wish to Metasigma, Conjo from France. And a $5 donation from Justin Decker to ask a question of Rom. Does Hippogriff still get the death skip?
That's another Dyke Bro joke. Yes, he always gets the death skip.
And so we have a $1 donation from Dennis Grzib. Hello there from Germany. Great thing you've got going here. Can't wait for some Zost and Mofat action. Also, really nice Castlevania block. As a poor student, I can't afford that much, but perhaps I'll be able to scrape off a few more dollars one of those days. Putting this towards the Zost hand cam, let us see the magic. And 1502 from Nick Massarelli, donating because the Order of Ecclesia won the bid war. Shoutouts to the 502 crew and Dyke Bro %. Another $5 from Alexander Weber. Hey guys, thanks for providing me some entertainment while I struggle with my bachelor thesis. My $5 go to saving the animals because that's the true ending, and animal killers have no heart. Greetings from Germany.
So
You do a
there's
great job.
a new thing here. I've been backdash canceling with Magnus this whole time. It's been, kind of fast, but believe it or not, in this game, shield dashing is actually the fastest form of movement for most of the game, just like in Symphony of the Night. So there's more than one game with that. So you can already tell just from this little instance that I've already gotten way more out of my backdashes since I got the shield.
Just to let the streamers know, we are aware that there's crackling. It is on the DS end.
Oh,
You can't actually
I
do
can turn it down, I guess.
It's not that, it's when you touch the jack, when it jiggles, that's what.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Additional challenge.
I can try and not touch it, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, nice hit. Alright, so, something I'm going to be doing a lot, I got what's essentially the equivalent of the doppelganger, Soul and Dawn of Sorrow, and I can switch quickly between glyph setups, so you'll see me, switching to, hammer something, or later in the game, switching between 3 different setups, even. Generally, I'll have, a movement setup and, an attack setup at the very least. Sometimes 2 different movement setups. So, yeah, I'll quickly switch between them. It's kind of I guess, switching powers in a Mega Man X run or something. Pretty cool feature that the game lets you... What am I doing? Pretty cool game that the feature lets you... I can English well, I swear. I do it from time to time.
These villagers he's rescuing are a requirement for getting the good ending.
Yeah, in Symphony of the Night, if you... Whatever, guy. If you, kill Richter, you get the bad ending. If you save him, you get the good ending. A lot of these games have the same idea, where they have alternate endings depending on what you do. So, in this game, it's saving the villagers, and then when you kill Albus, you can actually progress.
We have a $20 donation from AD Kelf. Shadow Wraith
Oh,
here.
man.
Rom, you're a butt.
You're a bigger butt, don't worry. Oops. Oh, nice hit. Champion. Oh, man, the Bitterfly's in on it, too. Got a whole crew going here.
So just a reminder that Twitch has offered to match donations to our viewer count over the weekend. So our highest concurrent viewer count, they will match $50 for every 1,000 viewers. So up to a maximum of 5,000, which corresponds to 100,000 viewers. So if we got 100,000 viewers max, then we would get a $5,000 donation from Twitch. So that is a really big incentive to go and share everything you can about the marathon with all of your friends on Twitter, Facebook, go upvote threads on Reddit, share with hashtag SGDQ 2013.
Alright, Skeleton Cave is kind of where I start looking for, well, I got green chests a lot early on, so likely won't happen, but there's different rings that boost elemental. I guess you'd call them elemental. It's actually more like the hammer element and the sword element, but they boost the attributes of those, so I can use a little glitch to get a lot more damage, but that won't really be relevant unless I actually get a green chest with one of those, which is kind of rare. Oh, how am I alive? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let me know if it's bad at any time.
Best boss ever.
Yeah, so this boss actually, believe it or not, has attacks and can do stuff and be annoying and kill you. However, Konami is the one who programmed his AI, so instead we just get to see him jumping up and down for a while. Alright, now this is the best power-up in any game, Ordinary Rock. Apparently, if you just have an ordinary rock in your hand, you can double jump.
Don't try this at home, though.
Alright, so
I should try that.
as I mentioned before, I got 0 magical tickets from chests, which is just ridiculous. So I get to buy a couple here just to, you know, salvage any time. First we're going to the prison because you get a little equipment piece called the Tower Ring, which pretty much eliminates knockback on most enemies. Big enemies will still knock you back a little bit, but most enemies I'm just going to be able to like fly straight through and damage boost through without losing any time, so it's going to be a pretty huge time saver when going through general sections, but you still have way less attacks. I'm going to have to switch rings like when I go to boss fights and stuff.
Drops your stats a whole bunch.
Yeah. Oops. But I'm not going to damage boost through these guys because they poison you and that would just suck. Yeah, you see that bird just went through me. Do you not care about birds? They can do what they want.
And it's probably best to not damage boost through the rocks too much either.
Yeah, the rocks do knock you back, but... Alright, I only have 59 HP. I guess I'll be smart and use a potion. I mean, whatever. Yeah, you don't really get much in the way of healing items in this game, even though you are damage boosting and everything, so it is actually pretty easy to die for most of the run, if you're not careful. So I already blew through my 3 potions, so I actually pretty much have nothing. I think I have a mushroom until I buy meat. And since it's a one-shot run, I am going to buy a little more meat than usual and get a little more money than usual compared to if I was trying like a record attempt or something. Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be hard to play like this, but I'll try.
We are sorry about the crackling. There's not much I can do about it, and some
Yeah.
people have been suggesting to just pull it out and then have the game come through the mic, but then chances are when Rom's talking, you won't hear the game sound at all, so there's a huge trade-off with that, so...
Yeah, I'll just try and play like this.
Yeah.
It's fine. My fault.
I think it's being pulled out.
Been pulled out? Okay.
That's it. Yep.
This thing's really finicky, I guess.
Yeah, it's, I wish it was...
This is the only run in the marathon we'll have to use this thing for, so...
yeah.
Apologies for all the tech problems with it. Alright, if we have more donations, there's not too much in this section, really.
We actually haven't had that many.
Okay.
So we do have one more here from Lauren Rouse.
Oh, hey, Lauren.
Yeah, I think actually I recognize the ops there. It's $20. Go Fat Chops. Romulus decides where the money goes.
Oh, low percent Super Metroid.
There we go. Have fun and good luck.
Oops.
Oh.
Wait, what am I doing? I just...
Yeah.
Wow, that was dumb. I could have just done from the edge. I don't know what I was thinking there.
It's 7 in the morning.
Yeah, I had coffee though, so there's that. If I didn't have my coffee, oh my god, this would be impossible.
And we have another $10 from Ross Lane. An ordinary rock to double jump. Another $10 for the power being inside Romscout the whole time.
And now we have another boss coming up.
Yep. This one has a quote. I don't know if you'll get to hear it. Sometimes I get lucky and don't hear Maelstrom at all, but... Actually, this one likes to talk a lot. Oh, no, I could
That was
kill...
bad.
I could die if, yep.
Oh.
Nice.
So she summoned those pillars so quick, and that's your only means of like dodging that attack. So I was still specialing her, so I guess I'll just try and do it a little faster this time. There we go. Yeah, at least the if you die right in front of a boss door like that, it's not that much of a time loss, but. Yeah, you can just kind of get dicked in some situations like that. That's really the only means this boss has of like screwing me. Otherwise, it's pretty easy.
Do you know the positioning for avoiding the other attacks?
Yeah. I mean, pretty much if you're ducking the whole time, then the hair won't ever hit you, or even be summoned, I don't think, or even be used, and then you just have to backdash on the other one. Alright. There's really not too much more than what's going on with this game right now for a little while. I mean, Once you get a certain glyph called Dominus Agony, the game changes a lot. Yeah, I sort of just picked up this game for SGDQ more or less, kind of middle of the year. Well, I guess it is the middle of the year, but middle of the year up to this point. And Mike Muscles is someone who's been running it a little longer than me and has the record under an hour even. It's like 59:22, I think. And I more or less just steal like half his strats. I came up with a couple myself, but like not many. Mike Muscles is the guy to go to if you want to see like top tier gameplay of this.
Is AM still running this too?
The what, the French runner?
Yeah, he's got the.
He has the level 1 segmented run SC. I don't think he's run this in a long time though. Yeah, so getting cursed in this game, as you might guess, because of the MP bar thing, is huge, because I can't actually move fast at all. And this area, like, half the enemies curse you, so you're kind of tricky sometimes, so. Alright, there we go. Oh, and you get 10 hearts back whenever you pick up a glyph, so you'll see me once in a while use a special in order to pick one up, because it won't actually take away from the amount of specials I can use on the boss. It takes 15 to use a special, so yeah, 75 means I'm obviously going to get 5 on the boss.
This boss.
This boss on hard mode, like every boss on hard mode actually is like way different, it's crazy. He has like this super ninja move that's like undodgeable, and I have no idea how to deal with it.
I don't remember any moves on
Oh, is he doing the stomp? He's doing the stomp. The stomp actually lets me get a lot of slashes in, so even though it takes a little while to like start up, it...
Dude, he's skating like on the cover of a punk record.
Just trying to fist bump you there.
How are you not dead?
because he has a ridiculous amount of health.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a lot of the bosses in this game do have way too much health. That, even though a lot of people love this game, that's probably one of the main complaints most people have about it, I think. Alright, so... Oh man, this area. This area has like the hardest boss in the game, even though it doesn't technically have a boss. So there's this heart up that you can get after the waterfall section. When you like unfreeze the waterfall and then have to make a jump there. It's actually not that hard, and I think it's even an intended like thing to get immediately in the game. But for some reason, some days Mike Muscles and I just struggle to actually make the jump, and so we call this the waterfall boss coming up. So I mean, this is more hype than like any other boss, because like the chances of me beating it are like 50% at best. And I failed. Cool. So I have to jump back up there.
You can't just skip this too, then you won't have enough specials.
Yeah, you actually have just enough hearts in the route to be able to finish it. properly.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a lot easier when the ice isn't there. So. Yeah, these ectoplasms are completely random and they curse you, so they're a pretty big time loss and suck. Ectoplasms are like scarier than most things in this game. I put them on par with like Fleamen and or Flea Riders and Soten. So I guess this little section here, they intend for you to like go exploring and try and get underneath there and get treasures and stuff, but in a speed run it just ends up being shield dashing for like 3 straight runs. Alright, now this one has an actual boss, much easier than the waterfall boss, though. I think this guy's name is Gravid Dorcas or something, but I just call him Fishy Fish. And he's another member of the Shaw family.
And he has a long introduction.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think most bosses in this game actually were probably pretty epic the first time I played it. I know a lot of them definitely killed me like a couple times. So I don't go up to him immediately when he starts that attack because when he opens his mouth, that's when he chooses like which attack he's doing based on your proximity. So if you're far away from him at that point, he will shoot those little balls at you. If you are really close to him, he will
Spew out a poison.
shoot a bunch of poison at you, and that's bad news bears. We don't want that. Might kill him here. This would be a pretty good pattern, actually. I'm gonna work on nothing for the next like 6 months other than finding a way to actually get Dominus Agony here instead of letting Albus steal it. Actually, then we wouldn't even have to play the rest of the game, so yeah, that'd be a huge time saver. So yeah, he stole that, then you have to like... I don't know, there's a story in a Castlevania game, that's all you need to know. I guess we're looking for Shanoa's father, that's what me and my chat have decided at some point.
Can I bring more donations?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
We have 1776 from Ian Smith. First time donating. I've been watching the stream since Okami, and I love what you guys do and what cause this is going towards. Put my 1776 toward killing the animals, since that would be the American way. $10 from Adam Harris. Everyone involved in GDQ is a total champ, and here's to you runners. Try not to get 187 by RNG. $20 from Christopher Grodal. Good work, good games, good people. Haven't been able to watch it as much as I would have liked this weekend, but keep it up. And $10 from Lucas Haremza. Thank you everyone from a French viewer for this marathon. I also thank you Mr. MV for the restream. I would like my $10 to go to renaming the dog in Secret of Evermore Finnegan. $20 from Roseanne Caris. Hey, first-time donator, long-time watcher. Really want to get the Castlevania prizes and possibly the 3DS Grand XL. Here's to hoping. And $5 from Dylan Smith. Getting towards 11 p.m. here in Australia. Good morning to all of you providing us this great entertainment for a good cause. Looking forward to Cosmohawk's CV64.
Yeah, that's up next. And we're a good chunk into this game, so.
And that one is actually also for you, Blue Glass.
Oh. You mean for me to decide what to do?
Yep.
Well, Ecclesia already won.
Mm-hmm.
What's coming up?
Let me see what's coming up. Challenges. I don't know. Oh, okay. We have the Spike Vegeta dance at the end of Castlevania 64.
Ooh, yes.
All right, there we go.
I'm guessing that became a thing.
Okay, the
last
thing
night.
just fell. You know what? Let's just do this.
Yeah, pretty recently actually.
It's kind of annoying.
So,
I can't even hear it, and I turned it up.
Dr. Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone told
Alright,
me to
I'll
dance for
just
$1.
put this back in.
He refused.
I guess it broke.
It's quite lower than what he said.
Wait, what am I doing? Let's fix this. There we go.
It's still like game audio.
No game audio?
Yeah. So,
That's weird.
yeah.
Like, there's no game audio when I unplug that either. Like,
Yeah.
guess I could pause real quick. I don't know what the issue would be.
That's a useful AI loop.
There's no audio coming out of this.
Yeah, plus one of the cables.
Okay. It's weird. But I know, like, my DS is all the way up right now and it'd be going through the speaker.
That is okay. Just play it back in and see.
Here, we'll just restart the DS real quick. It's not really that big of a time loss. The estimate's like a zillion minutes over. Alright, just tell me if you hear when it starts then. Yes. That's really weird. I just randomly cut out.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's nothing wrong with the DS, I guess. You hear anything?
No.
Huh. Good job, DS.
Yeah,
You
just
you
the
win.
same. But like, yeah. Just keep going.
I guess.
In
Yeah.
the chat, they're saying they hear it.
Really?
Really.
Okay.
I really think you should be listening on.
I'm listening. There is nothing coming through my headset.
Huh.
Is your headset unplugged?
Nope.
Or is
Keep in mind the chat's delayed a bit.
Well, still, I wouldn't have heard for a while.
Yeah, I got nothing. If you guys can hear it, then
Well, whatever. We'll keep it like that.
yeah. They're saying that it was brief. I heard it briefly, but I
Oh.
can't hear it anymore. It seems like the jack port must be really sensitive. I wish I actually had another cable that wasn't.
I mean, I actually had a
LCD.
cable for this, but that I use all the time.
Yeah.
I guess they wanted to use that one, so.
It's just the RCA split is like really bulky, whereas you could normally just get a 3.5mm jack to two RCAs. We didn't have a cable like that, unfortunately.
Well, I guess if we're going silent the rest of the time, then it's kind of weird because we're gonna miss the best quote ever from this game.
I guess we'll just have to reenact it.
Yeah, reenacted Shanoa.
Alright, well, let us know when that's coming up.
And now the most broken glyph in the game.
Yeah. So now is where the game gets weird, I guess. All the boss fights were really long up to this point, and you needed to, like, dodge a bunch. This one, it's more like I'm killing myself on purpose, first of all, So if I mess up an input ever for the rest of the boss fights in the game, I'm dead. So there's that pressure. Yeah, I did put on 10%, right? Yeah. So for this boss, I'm trying to skip a phase. I already messed up. I have to restart. I'll die. See, if you mess up an input at all, you're dead. So yeah. He does a phase where he does a really long attack where he calls you a stupid disciple. And we're just trying to skip that by handling his HP very specifically. So he should die here if all goes well. Yep. So I did like barely under like the HP trigger for that phase at first, and then after that I just did specials on him nonstop. The Dominus Agony, the trade-off for taking away a gazillion HP per second is that you also damage a gazillion HP a second, so it's pretty broken.
It's like plus 66 to all stats or something.
Yeah, it's huge.
And hey, we're finally at Dracula's castle.
Yeah, now see, this is the fun part of the game. This is where it goes from like the straight stages to actually a Metroidvania, like the engine it's on. So
I like to call the first part of the game Metroidvania Fusion.
yeah. And then this part's the actual like Castlevania style gameplay that you're used to from from Soden. However, there isn't really, you can't really sequence break it like the others that much, so there's a sequence break technically. It's on a boss fight, but we'll get to that. That's a little ways down the road still. So what you have to do in order to get to Dracula's area of the castle is go around and collect 3 Cerberus heads. Those are glyphs. I think they're called like the Kustros glyphs, and you have to use those in a specific room to get to Dracula's gate. So there's basically 3 big bosses left before Dracula. And I guess another boss who you could argue is the hardest boss in any video game ever. But
Yep.
well,
Coming up
he's
soon.
coming up next, yeah. Wow, where did you come? I've never seen that bird up there. I didn't even know that was in the room.
She's at the bottom.
Alright, get hyped for the most difficult boss in any video game ever
You're
made.
not even saving first?
I have to go with it, man. YOLO. Bam. Oh, I got it first try. Amazing. Cool.
It's so much harder in hard mode too.
Yeah.
It gives you the same block pattern, but it just explodes faster.
Oh, nice hits, guys. Okay, everything's hitting me now. That's actually kind of bad. But there's not too much more to go here before I go back to town.
There we go.
So the next boss in the game is actually hard, like not even a joke like the last one. But I got a heart repair, so I think I can actually just kind of blow through him, and if I get a lucky pattern. But normally he's like probably the most difficult boss in the run, just because you're killing yourself the entire time. As I said, you can't miss inputs because then you just die, and then you don't do enough damage to him to kill him by the time you run out of hearts. So you have to keep like healing and doing the battle afterwards. And I don't know, it's just like a lot of pressure because you can't get hit at all during this whole thing. You have to account for the randomness of the boss as well as get a bunch of specials on him from really close range. So after that though, you get even more overpowered. So it's the last, I guess, significant boss like that.
Let's go. Love this one.
Oh, and I suck up that glyph because that helps me be completely broken. You'll see the lightsaber, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how that messed up, but normally if you jump when you're on the same like level as these Nova Skeletons, they'll back up as long as you aren't on the ground. When you're on the ground, then they'll try and shoot you. So, just some manipulation with their positioning there to get them to move along. And those blue guys that shoot fire, they're like the worst thing ever. They're completely random and can just do some undodgeable things sometimes.
It's a really visually stunning room now with all the big shadows there.
Yeah.
The boss room is like that.
Yep.
In fact, the boss is a shadow. Well, it's a guy with a giant monster shadow.
Wait, I did do that right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually surprised the boss, like, he says something like, I will take your shadow or something, like, I don't know, I think his shadow's a little cooler than mine already, so I'm not sure why he wants mine, but, you know, that's whatever fits the guy's needs, I guess. Oh, I missed one. Great. Oh, this is actually dumb of me. Yep, so even heart repair won't get me out of this.
Reset? You didn't
No. This boss is not worth resetting on.
Just missed like one shot, that's all.
Yeah, I
One
just had to
shot
wait
of,
on this
like,
streak now.
500 damage.
Well, look at how much that's doing, though.
Yeah.
It's making it up pretty fast though.
Yep, there we go.
See?
Because Niteska is broken.
Yeah, so the Nova Skeleton Beam, that's the only place where you really use the beam, but the Saber is just stupid, so you need it.
It also hits the weakness of just about every enemy.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I read off some donations?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, before I read off some donations, we are Speed Demos Archive, a great website holding speedrun videos for over 800 games. And we are hosting Summer Games Done Quick, a charity marathon going until Monday, raising funds for Doctors Without Borders. All of your donations do go to Doctors Without Borders. We don't touch any of the money. And Doctors Without Borders is a great charity, international humanitarian organization created by doctors and journalists in France in 1971. And they provide aid in over 60 countries for people who really need it, regardless of race, affiliation, or religion. And in emergency situations such as epidemics, malnutrition, and/or natural disasters. And also at this event are many members of Speedruns Live, the premier racing community. They have racers of all skill levels, and they also have a great front page for watching streams.
Oh, wait, we don't need hearts. Alright, so I just get to say goodbye to all speed text now because this is just ridiculous. This is the equivalent of like the Black Panther Soul in Dawn of Sorrow or the speed up spell in Portrait of Ruin. It's actually identical to the speed up spell in Portrait of Ruin as far as how the mechanics work. So, this section actually can be really good or really bad, depending on how his blue guys cooperate. Really, I'm doing a little trick here where I do some really tight jumps so that, like, I just got hit there, you saw, but the other ones I'm like grazing them basically, and the game's not reading me as running into them, even though I clearly am, and it's just activating the speed up spell instead and just saying that that's what's hitting them. So yeah, since I did pretty well on not getting hit by the Nova skeletons that I jumped straight through, I have a little more leeway in this section with their randomness, which is nice. Because those guys can just be huge jerks sometimes.
And is it okay if we read off some donations?
Yeah, go
Alright.
for it.
We have $5 from William Wilson, and he just wants to say, Order of Ecclesia is the Citizen Kane of Final Fantasies. Money towards Rom's choice. What is your choice?
Low percent Super Metroid.
Okay. And that's safe to assume that that's your choice for all donations?
Yeah.
Okay. And we have $5 from Lincoln Yellick. Coffee and speedruns. Good morning from Minnesota. I would also like to give a shout out to my friend Ashley on her 21st birthday. And
How am I doing?
$30 from Felix Spielman. I missed the first 25 minutes of Order of Ecclesia because I had to buy groceries. Now let's enjoy the rest of the run. That music is so good.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm sorry that didn't work out with the audio. I'm not sure what's going on there. Like, my audio's apparently just dead on my DS now, and I will need to fix it afterwards.
Okay. And we have $100 from Michael Priest, and all he wants to say is that this is a great cause. And we have $5 from Bartles. Up early watching Castlevania and wondering if Romscout has thought about cutting his hair like Cosmo. Also, kill the animals.
I'll get a haircut at some point.
Imps.
This is bad.
$5 from Dan Ford.
Oh,
$5
you're coming over here.
$5 to making Rom do sound effects for the broken game sound.
Shanoa!
And we have $30 for
Shaw! Yeah, there we go. That covers it.
we have $30 from Surgeon Kyle. He says, first time donating for a glorious Lord and Savior Romscout. Put this towards low percent Super Metroid. Since French glitch list has already been met, getting hyped for finally beating the 55.
Oops. Hey, Medusa heads, what's up? Always our favorite little critters from Castlevania. Totally not random and annoying.
And of course, on hard, they're all the petrifying ones.
Yeah. So I'm about to get something even more broken than Dominus Agony. There's something called the Death Ring, which it gives you another huge stat boost. Yeah, it gives you another huge stat boost, about the equivalent of Dominus Agony, I think, possibly more. And the trade-off for that is you can't get hit because you'll just die if you get hit by anything. But since I'm killing myself already, that's not really an issue because I wouldn't want to get hit anyway. So we'll just make this work here. Like, death, I think, in casual play is traditionally seen as one of the hardest fights in the game. Has a lot of crazy patterns. If you played CVHD even, and even not this game, like, it's the same patterns from that game on a smaller screen, so you have less room to dodge.
You just kill him.
Yeah, I actually got kind of lucky that his sight didn't hit me on that last one. Yeah, that is death. Good job, guy.
For some reason, I tend to like the Castlevania games where death actually has spoken dialogue.
I'm gonna just get some more meat since I have a gazillion money. And what else am I gonna use it on? Just backup healing since I had to heal everywhere that last part.
And you can't buy potions unless you do the side quests.
Yeah, you have to do a side quest to get potions instead of meat on the menu. I think it's getting a sage for that, like a sage plant for that one guy. Wait, what am I doing? There we go.
And for those of you just joining us, this is the player is Romscout, and he is playing Order of Ecclesia, not DS Castlevania Bid War as it says on the schedule. And we have, and our current donation total is $66,334.02, which is a lot more than we were expecting at this point in the marathon. But our new goal is $150,000. It might be a little lofty, but we're hoping that we can raise that money for Doctors Without Borders because they're a great cause. And speaking of raising money, there are some challenges that are coming up on the schedule that you guys can donate for. If you want to make Spike Vegeta dance, we're currently at $137 out of $850.
That's not far off either.
Yeah, that needs to be met
It's
by
like- it's
the end of
like
the
2 hours
Castlevania
away.
block.
2 hours? Mark an hour, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because this game's
Exactly.
like 5 minutes or so from being done.
And you guys are very generous, so there's not too many donation stems left for today. But if you want Puexel to fight Neo X Death for a more epic final boss battle, that's at $294.75 out of $500. And for tomorrow, there's Ranger X difficulty. If you want Niglaria to play on the highest difficulty, Elite, it's at $80 out of $210. And if you want to see Fuzzface in Double Dragon Neon, played by Murphigator, who's been tirelessly working on the tech station right now. Shouts to all the tech station people for all the hard work they do at the marathon. It is out $100 out of $250 for Fuzzface, and if you want to see him play Mighty Final Fight to watch Hager Pile Driver, it is at $61 out of $700.
Alright, this is the, I guess the one sequence break in the game, technically. I can skip like 2 full phases of this boss if I get this damage boost coming up.
Don't think it was classic sequence break.
Kind of.
Wait for it.
I call it a speed trick.
There we go.
Nice.
Now I have to actually kill him. Alright, there we go. Nailed it.
In boss rush, you have a glyph that lets you just shoot up to the top right away.
Yeah. Boss rush can just get completely broken. Like, I think the second boss rush, which has all the Dracula Castle bosses, the best time's like 17 seconds or something. It's just ridiculous.
Because you can, like, make your attack, like, 5 times more powerful by going and grinding for 50 hours.
Yeah, so we're coming up at the end here. I'm actually heading to Dracula now. Still a couple minutes, and it's actually a pretty tough couple of minutes. You really are tight on HP. I bought the meat, so I'm really not as tight on HP. Like, if I was in a normal run setting, though, I really would have 0 margin for error for the rest of this. Alright, so open up with Kustos.
And Kustos.
Castlevania 64 are the runners up.
Yeah. Yeah, Cosmos in the
They should get their equipment. And it can even start on the Carolina, you know that is a stage where people go for questions. So I don't tell other hosts that and check for you guys.
Alright. Impel. Actually, that wasn't too bad for the Impel part. Wait, did I not take any damage there? Wow, that's a miracle. Hi, Succubus.
One last glyph.
Yeah, this is required. I don't know. It's weird. It just feels weird that I can't make the jump up to the staircase at the end. It seems like you should be able to, but no, you actually do need the wings still. You know, actually, I can do something else with the wings, but it's slower. But It's also cuter, and I think cuteness really matters in a run where the audio didn't work. So, oh, I need this. And that's how we get the meat.
Okay. And we also have some upcoming bid wars that you guys can bid on. Coming up first would be The Legend of Zelda, the name. You can name it up to 24 characters because Darkwing Duck is willing to use all of the file names. And winning is Mafia Nestblog at $66, Butt at $45.01, and Cloud Strife at $31.
What's even in this chest? Oh, a super potion. Nice. Alright.
I did not know about that.
Yeah, I'll actually... I'm just going to show off a bigger version of that glitch right after I finish, because it doesn't take that long to do. It's really cute. Alright, Judgment Ring. So Judgment Ring's an even bigger stat boost. It's... I don't know why. They just want you to finish the game at this point, I think.
Of course, Dracula does have 9,999 HP, but
Yeah, well, you
watch how fast
wouldn't,
it
you
goes
wouldn't know.
down.
Time.
105.04.
Alright. That's... That's actually a better time than I was expecting, considering all the stops we had.
I did stop the timer.
Oh, you did? Okay. Then that's about expected then.
Very nice run.